And welcome to Versus, the show where history's most iconic creations go head to head, story against story, legacy against legacy. And today we unwrap the tale of one of the world's most beloved chocolate bars, the Nestle Crunch. A simple idea that became a global phenomenon, a symbol of innovation, and a taste that defined generations. We'll look at the Nestle Crunch bar as well as its competitor, the Crackle bar, later on in the program. And when we come back, Nestle Crunch is on deck right after these very important messages.
Trick or treat! Thank
Gosh, Burger Chef, it's Wolfburger the werewolf.
Where can I get delicious burgers? Where can I get fun food? Where, oh where?
At Burger Chef.
Where?
And now at participating Burger Chefs, you can buy fun meals that now come on Halloween magic meal trays. There's a magic trick in each fun meal. There are 10 different magic meal tricks you can collect.
Burger Chef, you're incredible.
Joey, did you hear that?
It happens this time every year, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop it.
There's no trick saving big during Haverty's Spooktacular Halloween sale.
Tomorrow from 10 till 10, you'll find bewitching sale prices store-wide.
With no interest and no payments till February.
Haverty's Halloween sale tomorrow only.
We've cut prices to the bone.
It's Fright Fest at Six Flags. Come out for ghosts, ghouls, and one screaming coaster after another. Get your discount tickets online at sixflags.com. Six Flags. It's playtime.
10 singers, 9 singers, 8 yummy singers, 7 singers, 6 singers, 5 tasty singers.
Everyone wants to zap gold cake with vanilla frosting, devil's food with chocolate, raspberry with coconut, all with cream centers.
Please one singer to zap.
Right now, in specially marked bonus packs, you'll find a pumpkin decorating kit and 2 extra zingers.
Trick or treat!
1 trick and 2 treats from Dolly Madison.
Now it's time for the Pizza Head Show.
Hey everybody, I'm done trick-or-treating and now I'm gonna go for a stuffed crust pizza at Pizza Hut. Yay!
Not yet, Pizza Head. There's one more place to go.
I don't think anyone's home.
Sure there is.
Whoa, trick-or-treat! Interesting hieroglyphics on this pizza. Ah!
Quick, Pizza Head, let's go upstairs.
Hey, who lives here anyway?
It's your host, Count Steve.
Oh, nice place. You gotta... Ah! I wanna go to Pizza Hut now!
The Count will be happy to give you a lift.
Oh, hey, put me down! Put me down!
See you next time.
Woo!
All right, let's take a look at the Nestle Crunch bar on our Halloween week of shows. We did, of course, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups and Reese's Pieces. The votes so far tell us that it's split between the voting of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. It's a 50-50 shot over Reese's Pieces. Hopefully you guys watch the show before you vote. It's the important thing you need to do, okay? Now, let's take a look at the Nestle Crunch bar. The story begins in 1938 in the heart of Switzerland, a country already synonymous with fine chocolate. Nestle, founded in 1867 by Henry Nestle, had grown from a small infant formula company into a global food empire. By the late 1930s, Nestle was experimenting with new ways to make chocolate more accessible and exciting. And at the time, chocolate was a luxury, smooth, rich, and expensive to produce. But Nestle's engineers and confectioners were searching for something different, a way to make chocolate lighter, crunchier, and more affordable without sacrificing flavor. The answer came in the form of crisp rice. Crisp rice. Yeah, it's interesting how you say it, crisped rice. By blending puffed rice into milk chocolate, Nestle created a bar that was both satisfying and unique. It wasn't just another candy, it was a new texture, a new sound, and a new experience. The Nestle Crunch Bar was revolutionary. It introduced texture into chocolate in a way that hadn't been done before. That crunch wasn't just a sound, it was a feeling, and it made eating chocolate interactive. When the Crunch Bar hit the market, it was an instant success. It appealed to families, children, and soldiers alike, and during World War II, chocolate became a morale booster, and Nestle's lightweight, crisped rice bar was easy to transport and share. The Crunch Bar wasn't just a treat, it was a symbol of comfort in uncertain times. After the war, the world changed, and so did the way people consumed chocolate. The 1950s brought prosperity, television, and a booming consumer culture. Nestle seized the moment, turning the Crunch Bar into a household name. And the Crunch Bar's marketing was simple but effective. It was fun, youthful, and full of energy. The slogan, "For the kid in you," captured the spirit of the era, a time when candy wasn't just for children, but for everyone who wanted to feel young again. Nestle understood nostalgia before nostalgia was even a marketing strategy. The Crunch Bar wasn't just about taste, it was about emotion. It reminded people of simpler times, of childhood, of joy. And by the 1980s, the Crunch Bar had become a cultural icon. It appeared in films, TV shows, and lunchboxes across the world. Its blue and red wrapper was instantly recognizable, and its crisp texture made it stand out in a crowded candy aisle. Nestle expanded the line with new variations: Crunch with caramel, Crunch with peanuts, and even miniature bite-sized versions, perfect for Halloween treat bags. But each one carried the same promise, that satisfying snap with every bite. From Europe to Asia to the Americas, the Crunch Bar became a global ambassador of chocolate innovation. It wasn't just a product, it was a brand built on sound, texture, and memory. But no success story is complete without a rival. In the United States, Hershey's, Nestle's biggest competitor, introduced the Crackle Bar in 1938, the very same year as Crunch. Two similar ideas, born at the same time, destined to compete for decades. The rivalry between Crunch and Crackle is one of the most fascinating in candy history, and both used crisped rice. Both targeted the same audience, but their identities couldn't have been more different. Hershey's represented Americana, small town values, local pride, and tradition. Nestle, on the other hand, was international, sleek, and modern. The battle wasn't just about flavor, it was about philosophy. For decades, fans debated which was better. Some swore by Crackle's slightly richer chocolate, others by Crunch's perfect balance of sweetness and texture. But in the end, Crunch's global reach gave it the edge. What's interesting is that both bars coexisted peacefully for years. They didn't cancel each other out, they defined each other. And without Crackle, Crunch wouldn't have had a rival to sharpen its identity. Two bars, one idea, a rivalry that still echoes in candy aisles today. But as the 21st century arrived, the candy industry began to change. Health trends, new competitors, and shifting consumer habits forced even the biggest brands to adapt. In 2018, Nestle made a bold move, selling its entire U.S. confectionery business, including Crunch, to Ferrero, the Italian company behind Nutella and Ferrero Rocher. It marked the end of an era, but not the end of Crunch. Ferrero saw potential in Crunch. It wasn't just buying a candy bar, it was buying a legacy. The Crunch Bar had decades of brand recognition and emotional value, and that's something money can't easily create. Under Ferrero's ownership, Crunch found new life. The brand embraced nostalgia while appealing to a new generation raised on digital media. Limited editions, collaborations, and retro packaging brought the Crunch Bar back into the spotlight. The Crunch Bar story is about reinvention. It's proof that even the simplest ideas, like adding crisp rice to chocolate, can endure for nearly a century if they connect with people emotionally. From its Swiss origins to its global presence, the Crunch Bar remains a symbol of creativity, nostalgia, and the universal love of chocolate. It's more than a snack. It's a piece of history that continues to evolve. In a world full of choices, one sound still stands out: the unmistakable snap of a Crunch Bar. Simple, sweet, iconic. That's the power of crunch. We'll be back with a look at Hershey Crackle right after these very important messages from the Halloween commercials that made it retro.
Finding the right costume, driving you batty? Drive over to Big Kmart's Halloween sale, and you'll have dozens of the latest and greatest costumes to choose from. Kids' costumes are on sale, as low as $4.99. Plus, name your treat and presto, you get fun-sized bags for just $1.88. It's all here at Big Kmart's Halloween sale, all in savings so good it's scary. So hurry right in.
Tales of horror that will give you the creeps.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Verrill.
The most fun you'll ever have being scared. Creep Show, rated R.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Mina, darling. This cheese casserole looks delicious. Exquisite. A new recipe?
Well, I changed the mozzarella with Emmental, the Gruyere with Swiss, the Colby with Gouda.
When you change the cheese, you change the taste, giving your meals a whole new bite.
And then I added salt and pepper. Oh, and a clove of garlic.
When you've got cheese, you've got choice.
Wow, Millhouse, that frozen black cherry's turned your tongue black. My tongue's black, too.
Let me try. Must have black tongue.
This Halloween, the Simpsons are at Burger King. Now in every big kid's meal, you can get a Simpsons spooky light up. They gleam, there is scream, and you can collect all 15 at Burger King. Where else?
Granola dip. I really dip. Granola dip. Chocolate and granola already in my whole granola dip.
Quaker granola dips, a hauntingly wholesome Halloween treat. Chewy granola dipped in real milk chocolate.
Chocolate and granola, lose my self-control. A granola dip.
The perfect treat for your little monsters.
They went to Cancun. We went to your brothers in Poughkeepsie.
This Halloween, find monster game pieces in Pepsi products and Doritos brand tortilla chips. The right match can win you thousands of prizes, up to $1 million.
Hands in the sink. The bad enough medium.
Look for specially marked packages. It could change your life for good.
You never take out the garbage.
Play Pepsi Doritos Monster Match for monster money.
Frank!
All right, welcome back to Versus, the ultimate battleground where legendary treats face off for the title of supremacy. And in this episode, we dive deep into the world of crispy chocolate, as you saw before with Nestle Crunch, a realm where texture meets taste and nostalgia meets innovation. But before the final face-off begins, it's time to explore the story behind one of the most iconic contenders in the chocolate universe, the Crackle Bar from Hershey. Yeah, the Crackle Bar. Let's take a look at it. The Crackle Bar first appeared in 1938, introduced by the Hershey Company as a new kind of chocolate experience. At the time when milk chocolate dominated the market, Hershey sought to create something that offered more than just sweetness, something that delivered a satisfying crunch with every bite. The result was Crackle, a milk chocolate bar infused with crisp rice, offering a texture that stood out from the smoothness of its competitors. In its earliest form, Crackle wasn't alone. It was part of a wave of innovation that swept through the candy industry in the late 1930s as companies experimented with new ingredients and textures. The crisp rice inside Crackle gave it a light airy crunch that quickly became its signature. Consumers love the contrast. The creamy melt of Hershey's milk chocolate paired with the delicate snap of Rice Crisp. Wow. Well, as the decades rolled on, Crackle became a staple of Hershey's lineup. However, its journey wasn't without transformation. In the 1940s and 50s, Crackle was sold as a full-sized bar in its distinctive red foil. But as consumer preferences shifted and Hershey expanded its variety packs, Crackle found a new home in miniature form. By the 1960s, Crackle had become a beloved part of the Hershey's miniatures assortment, sharing the spotlight with Mr. Goodbar, Special Dark, and the classic Hershey's Milk Chocolate. This move cemented Crackle's place in candy history. Though the full-size bar would eventually disappear from shelves for a time, the miniature version ensured that Crackle never truly left the hearts of chocolate lovers. For years, fans clamored for the return of the full-sized Crackle bar. Nostalgia fueled the demand. People remembered the satisfying crunch, the red wrapper, and the unmistakable flavor that defined their childhoods. Hershey listened, and in 2014, the company announced the triumphant return of the full-sized Crackle bar, bringing back the classic treat for a new generation. This revival wasn't just about candy, it was about heritage. Crackle represented a link between the past and the present, a reminder of Hershey's long-standing tradition of innovation and quality. The return of Crackle was celebrated by fans across the country, proving that even in a world of ever-changing flavors, some classics never lose their charm. Crackle's influence extends beyond its own wrapper. It helped define an entire category of chocolate bars that combine smoothness with crunch. Its closest rival, Nestle's Crunch, entered the scene shortly after Crackle's debut, sparking one of the sweetest rivalries in confectionery history. Both bars offered similar experiences, milk chocolate with crisp rice, but each carried its own loyal following. Crackle's legacy lies not only in its taste, but in its identity. It represents Hershey's craftsmanship, its ability to balance simplicity with satisfaction. The bar's enduring popularity in miniature form proves that even the smallest pieces can leave a lasting impression. The rivalry between Crackle and Crunch became a defining moment in candy history, and while both bars shared the same core concept, their differences were subtle yet significant. Hershey's Crackle leaned into its creamy milk chocolate base, while Nestle's Crunch emphasized the slightly lighter texture and more pronounced crisp. Advertising campaigns in the mid-20th century often highlighted these distinctions, with each brand claiming superiority in taste and texture. Fans were divided, and debates raged in lunchrooms, movie theaters, and candy aisles across America. The competition pushed both companies to refine their recipes and marketing strategies, ensuring that the crispy chocolate bar remained a staple of American snacking culture. Beyond its flavor, Crackle became a symbol of shared moments. It appeared in Halloween candy bowls, office break rooms, and holiday stockings. Its miniature form made it a universal treat, small enough to share, yet satisfying enough to savor. Crackle's red wrapper became instantly recognizable, a flash of color that evoked comfort and nostalgia. For many, unwrapping a Crackle wasn't just about eating chocolate. It was about reliving memories of childhood, family gatherings, and simple joys. The bar's presence in Hershey's miniatures assortment ensured that it remained part of countless celebrations and traditions. Behind Crackle's satisfying texture lies a bit of confectionery science. Crisp rice is created by expanding rice grains under high pressure and heat, forming tiny air pockets that give the bar its signature crunch. And when coated in Hershey's milk chocolate, these rice crisps create a perfect balance of smooth and crisp sensations. This combination of textures engages multiple senses: the sound of the crunch, the feel of the melt, and the aroma of cocoa. Hershey's mastery of this balance is what makes Crackle stand out. It's not just a candy bar, it's a sensory experience engineered for delight. In today's market, where new flavors and limited editions appear constantly, Crackle remains a timeless classic. It continues to be featured in Hershey's miniatures, maintaining its place among the company's most beloved products. Occasionally, Hershey reintroduces the full-sized bar, sparking waves of excitement among fans who crave that nostalgic crunch. Crackle's endurance in a competitive industry speaks to its universal appeal. It doesn't rely on gimmicks or trends, just the simple, satisfying combination of chocolate and crisp rice that has stood the test of time. And as Hershey continues to innovate, Crackle's future looks bright. The company has explored sustainable sourcing, improved packaging, and new ways to connect with consumers. There's potential for Crackle to evolve, perhaps through new formats, collaborations, or digital campaigns that celebrate its legacy. And yet, no matter how it changes, the essence of Crackle will remain the same: a bar that delivers joy through simplicity. And its story is a reminder that even in a world of constant change, some classics endured because they captured something timeless: the pure pleasure of chocolate and crunch. And now, after exploring this rich history of the Crackle bar, it's time to return to the arena. The stage is set, folks, for this showdown. The contenders are ready, and the crowd is buzzing with anticipation. Two titans of crispy chocolate stand before the judges, each with decades of flavor, texture, and tradition behind them. The question remains: which one will rise above the rest? And which bar will claim the crown as the ultimate crispy chocolate companion? Now you will see who reigns as the supreme bar of crispy chocolate with your vote. Make sure you watch this program first before you vote. And thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button for further uploads and shows. We'll see you the next time for another edition of Versus, where we take two more and contrast them, and you decide who reigns supreme. Till then, I'm Jason DiCanio. Have yourself a safe Halloween. And always remember to be honest and be real, no matter where you are. Good night and goodbye.